welcome to the Wisdom Inspired Talk podcast. Thank you for joining me today. I am Yomi Akipelu, your wisdom coach, speaker, teacher, and author of Blow the Cap Off Your Capability and other books. In this podcast, we will learn from the wisdom of wise men and women from ancient and contemporary times. We will glean wisdom from books, biographies, teachings, quotes, and sayings of sages through the ages. So, let's dive right in. Today, we'll be speaking about procrastination. We'll start with a story and a quote. Lord Acton said, "A wise person does at once what a fool does at last. Both do the same thing, only at different times." Now for the story. On March 24th, 1975, Chuck Wepner, a relatively unknown 30-1 underdog prize fighter, went 15 rounds with heavyweight boxing champion Muhammad Ali. In the 9th round, Wepner knocked Ali to the ground, causing shock waves to everyone watching the fight, as well as the champ. Though Muhammad Ali went on to win the fight and retain his title, Wepner came within seconds of defeating his formidable opponent. While this is an extraordinary story, the real inspiration is what was happening to someone watching this fight 1,000 miles away. A struggling actor named Sylvester Stallone saw the fight on TV. He had been contemplating the idea of writing a screenplay about a down-and-out fighter getting a title, but had thought it was too unrealistic for a movie studio to buy the story. But after seeing this fight, the actor knew he had to write this story. He started writing that very night. 3 days later, he had completed the script for the movie Rocky. This story went on to win 3 Oscars, including one for Best Picture. It also launched Stallone's multi-million-dollar movie career. Had Stallone decided to wait until the next day, he might have lost some of his inspiration because the fight wasn't fresh in his mind. Perhaps the script would not have been so compelling and powerful, but he didn't wait. His entire destiny changed as a result of acting promptly on an idea. So, act when the emotion is hot. Act now. Great power is unleashed by prompt action. The flow of life rewards positive action and punishes hesitation. Imagine a runner waiting to lose weight before he starts running, or a writer waiting for inspiration before writing. The stationary condition is the beginning of the end. Getting it done now is more important than perfection. Okay, so I need to deal with the problem of procrastination now, but I'll get to it someday. Just kidding. The days of the week don't go Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, someday, said Teresa Floyd humorously. Someday is not a day of the week, so take action now. Every day comes bearing its own gifts. Untie the ribbons by taking action. Someone said, tomorrow is the only day that appeals to a lazy man. We've heard the adage, procrastination is the thief of time. It is not only a thief of time, it is also the thief of peace and progress. Never leave till tomorrow what you can do now and today. Tackle any difficulty now. The longer you wait, the weightier it becomes. When you do what you know you should do, When you should do it, then you get to do what you want to do when you want to do it. Start now, no waiting. Mark Twain famously said that if the first thing you do each morning is to eat a live frog, you can go through the day with the satisfaction of knowing that that is probably the worst thing that you have to do all day long. Also, if you have to eat a frog, it does not pay to look at it for too long. Just eat it and get it over with. Furthermore, if you have 2 frogs to eat the ugliest frog first. What he's trying to say is this: a key to daily success is to do the hardest or significant thing first. Your frog is your principal and most important task, the one you are most likely to procrastinate on if you don't do something about it. Your frog is also the one task that can have the greatest positive impact on your life and results at the moment. Until you've eaten your frog, everything else is a distraction. For most people, the thought of working hard is something we're committed to doing someday. But right now, it's not a priority. We think that when we get that dream job, that leadership position, that amount of money, then we will work hard, read the Bible more, and be generous. However, being the person God has called you to be in the future starts with you right now. Stop pressing the snooze button on your life. If you wait for tomorrow, tomorrow may never come. God wants to start working in and through your life starting now. Rather than wait for tomorrow, we must start working on ourselves today. We must develop ourselves and grow. There are things you can do starting today that the future version of yourself will thank you for. You can start right now. In your journal, write down what type of business person, leader, husband, wife, parent, minister, employee you want to be in the future. Now ask yourself, if I continue in the way I am going, will I eventually become that person? Ask yourself, what needs to change and what daily disciplines do I need to introduce in order to become the person I am meant to be? What small step can I take this very moment that will take me a closer step to the vision of my future self? Do that one thing now. Take that step now. Don't put it off a moment longer. Don't use your age as an excuse to keep hitting the snooze button on your life. Sometimes we get the erroneous idea that it's easier to put something off until the next day. In most cases, postponing a task makes it more difficult. You put yourself under more pressure because the deadline becomes tighter. In addition, you may now have people breathing down your neck because your procrastination affects them. You will miss great opportunities in life if you wait too long. The bottom line is this: when you put things off, you risk paying a costly price. If you have a tendency to procrastinate, then tackle just one task you have been putting off. Everyone has that tendency. We don't like doing things that are unpleasant, like weeding the garden, or tackling a really difficult subject, or confronting a problematic colleague. Putting these things off will make them worse, so tackle just one of them at a time and get it out of the way. I know it's easier said than done, but just do one of them. Get it out of the way and you will feel free, and the experience will bring great relief. Someone said, many spend too much time dreaming of what's coming in the future, never realizing that a little of the future arrives every day. Starting is the hardest thing. The rest is mere tenacity. Did you know that the space shuttle uses more fuel in the first 60 seconds after liftoff than it uses in the entire orbit around the Earth. Why? It's because it needs to overcome the powerful forces of gravity and reach escape velocity. After that, momentum kicks in, and then it's plain sailing. It flies unhindered. So starting is very hard at the beginning. And that is why a lot of people find it hard to start things and procrastinate. To overcome inertia takes energy. But you must know that procrastination is the enemy. It is your worst enemy, whether in building a business, in savings, in getting things done. Procrastination is a thief of time. Procrastination is paralysis by hesitation. So don't wait. Start now. Failing is okay, but waiting does zero for your life. And that is all for today. Until next time, keep on growing in wisdom and maturity. Blow the cap off your capability. Be unstoppable. Be awesome. I'm cheering you on.